it's hard for a rookie quarterback to get on the same page with a lot of different guys to make that call, or is it kind of natural?
I mean, I think the best person that can run the option route is going to get the running, and I think that with a young quarterback, that's the smartest way to do it, to have that one guy run it, so him and that guy can be on the same page instead of having everyone do it and everyone do something differently. So I think the best way is just for one guy that does it very well to do it.
It's unlikely to be you, though? I mean, you seem good at it, but you said the receivers have more than.
Well, you know, it's early. You know, we ain't put everything in the playbook. I'm pretty sure I'm going to get a chance to try to run the option routes as well. But right now, if anybody, I think it'll be Kendall.
Delanie, we've talked to the defense a lot about what it's like to play for Dick LeBeau. What's it like to go against his defense? What's the biggest difference you see from these guys from last year with him?
It's confusing. Sometimes you don't know what they're in, and they move a lot. You know, they like to cut players and pass players on to the next player, to the next defender. So that's the only thing, you know, you see. But I think that's going to help us, you know, when we go against other defense. But, again, it is confusing. Sometimes I don't even know what coverage they're in.
Yeah, Dexter just said when you go against him day in and day out, then come Sundays it's going to be a cakewalk. You think that's a fair assessment?
Yeah, because, you know, I don't think teams is going to move around as much, so I'm going to be able to see the coverage before the ball snaps. Our defense does a great job of disguising it, and that helps us out.
Have you seen, not even just like the skill set or whatever, but just like the mental aspect a little different out there with those guys, just being in the presence of a coach like that?
You know what? You can hear them harping about communication and running to the ball. I think that's going to motivate them, you know, especially when you got a coach that you know his history, you know what he's been done in the NFL and what type of guy he is. You want to play your heart out for him. I'm pretty sure he's a picky and choosy guy who's going to play for him. So they all go out there, they give it their best, and they've been doing a great job against us. I'll say they've been winning most of the time. So.
With Zach back in there, you've got some other speedy inside linebackers. What kind of problems can that give tight ends, not so much you as the guys that you're going to see on Sunday?
A lot, you know, especially when you got a guy that can cover the tight ends. Nowadays, in these type of offenses, tight ends are the primary target. So when you got a guy that can run with them, cover with them, is physical as a tight end and make plays, I think that's going to give a lot of teams a lot of problems if they're trying to go to the tight end for the first read.
Dexter was saying that he can just tell by looking at the way people are practicing it is different than last year. It's maybe more serious, you know, people are taking it that much more seriously this year. Do you notice that too, or is it just something every team's going to feel at this point in the year?
I notice it. You know, you can tell that changes will be made. You know, when you got new coaches coming in and the type of players they bring in for free agency, you know, at the end of the day, you don't know if you're safe or not. So the energy got to be high. I think people are going out there and they busting it as hard as they can, trying to give it all they got, trying to make plays, trying to show up on film, to show the coaches that they deserve to be here and they want to be here and win games.
Delanie, you arguably had the best year individually of anybody in here last year. What's your focus going into this offseason? You're pretty boisterous about your own goals. Can you be even better?
My focus is always getting better every year. I probably say this every year, y'all come on. I just try to get better every year. I try to do something different than what I did last year. You know, if that's more catches, more yards, more touchdowns, whatever, my goal is to get better. But as a team goal, you know, we got to be better and winning games, finishing games. And that's what I'm going to set my goals at this year, to be better individually, but as a team, we got to win more games. You know, if I got to push them, communicate more, talk more to the team, then that's what I'm going to do, because at the end of the day, you know, we don't want to just win 2 games again. So
when you have a big year like that, but yet the team struggles, do you feel like that just means you have to do more, or do you take it upon yourself this offseason to try to pull some guys along with you?
It's funny you say that. Last year I felt like I did more and no one cared. You know, even if I broke records, scored touchdowns, whatever, no one cares. We got to win as a team. You know, I think even if I have a good year or whatever and we don't have a good year as a team, who cares, right? If we win together, you know, the individual guys, they get the accolades that they deserve. So.
Nate Washington used to give the pregame speeches out on the field. Are you an early candidate to maybe take over that role?
Man, you know what? That's not my job. That's not me. You know, we're gonna find somebody to do that. I'm pretty sure someone's been itching to get out there and just hoorah us. You know, I'm doing that. I'm more focused on what I got to do, the plays that's going in, the 15 plays we got. I got to make sure that I'm focused. That job takes a lot.
Who's your nominee for that?
You know what? I really don't know yet. We're gonna find out. We're gonna see. If anything, I'll say is Wood. You know, Wood might be the guy that come in and do that. I think he can get guys pumped up.
In terms of Marcus, I know you haven't had much chance to work with him for very long just because he's new. But how does he look so far in terms of throwing the ball, not only catchable, but where you can get yards after the catch?
I think he looks real good. You know what? He actually throws a ball. He throw a good ball when you're not even looking, and that's what you want as a receiver, because as soon as you get out your break, if the ball's here, a defender can't break on it. You know, and he gives you a perfect ball. Again, it's early, you know, but I think he's doing a great job on taking it all in. You know, it's a lot of plays that we put in, and for him to understand it and understand the defenses and make the right reads, you know, I give him a hooray, man. He's doing a great job.
So any predictions on the racing today?
You know what, man? I'm in the low 37s, so I'm pretty sure, you know, I'm gonna race very well. But it's not all about just individuals. Again, it goes back to your team. So hopefully I get a good team. Hopefully somebody pick me on a good team, and you know, we got guys that can drive.
You worry about a rookie receiver falling behind when he misses time with a hamstring. We've seen it time and time again. A guy comes in, overextends a little bit, pulls a hamstring, gets a naggy thing, misses a lot of time, and in October we're talking about the missed time in the spring.
Yeah. You know what, man? Watching him in college, I think he's one of the receivers that's gonna compete. You know, I really can't say am I worried about his hamstring right now, him not getting in shape or being ready to go. I do not know. You know, hopefully, you know, he can get out there soon so he can just get a feel with the offense and hear the plays. But we'll see. You know, hopefully it don't set him back, because I think he's the type of player, if he's on the field, he can help us out a lot.